Design has a huge impact on our public spaces and on people's perceptions and experiences of them. But good design goes beyond the aesthetic. Well-planned, inspiring places make a positive difference to people's lives and help build a sense of identity and civic pride. But they also encourage inward investment and lead to export success. So, how do we use more good design to create great places for renewal and growth?
Design has got to be holistic. Design should be about creating somewhere that people want to move about in, to do things that are useful to the economy and useful to society. So you create a place.
And it's how it all works together, and frankly, as important, if not more important, are all the spaces between the buildings and the way the public realm, looks and feels.
And beautiful places, of course, have that elevating impact. They make you feel slightly better, they make you feel good about where you live and where you are.
I would also expect good design to be robust, to be enduring, good life cycle costing and all those sorts of factors, and to be sustainable.
You need to make the community the client, put the community centre stage and up front in the decisions you're making, in the plans you're drawing up, in the proposals from the very beginning.
You have to create more of an obligation to involve the local community in what you're doing, to show them the joy of that, take them to places that work and so on, and make people want things as opposed to remove their objection to things.
There's a more positive way of approaching this question of community consultation, which is, of course, to talk to them about quite often what their fears are. They might not know what they want, but they know what they probably don't want.
There is a role, I think, a very important role for design professionals, for architects, to lead, to say to communities, look, we can take that as a brief, we can come back and we can give you this, and we can do something more magical. And I think that is the great magical thing that the design process can bring to places and to communities, is taking the vision people might have and actually amplifying it into something really powerful.
The Gateshead Millennium Bridge is the world's first and only tilting bridge, winning major international awards for its designers, Wilkinson Eyre. The bridge is one of the Northeast's most popular attractions, a landmark for the region and a catalyst for local regeneration.
Design was absolutely paramount. They knew that if they get something really good, it will help regenerate Gateshead. So that all the benefits of cultural credibility, identity, creating a destination, these are the things that bridge really helped to seal for them. It's a collection of things together, by some people with some vision, a client with vision and a real determination and commitment that creates something special. And that I think it has raised the cultural credibility of Gateshead, because people go there from all over the place.
Business and the community have actually very similar interests. They all want to have high quality design, they all want to be living or working in places which they feel proud about, and there are opportunities there for business and communities to work together, particularly in the development of design frameworks, of neighbourhood plans.
A well-designed environment is going to be more attractive to people who will pay more money to be there. The commercial property industry, by and large, is interested in long-term investment in places, and that is actually about creating value.
Better Bankside is a business improvement district in London. Its members are the 460 companies who benefit from its services. Everything from street cleaning and security to marketing and business networking.
Better Bankside, which is actually a business improvement district that had had the forethought to involve its residents as well as its businesses to produce a plan for a genuine mixed-use neighbourhood.
The economic benefits of businesses locating in well-designed spaces can be really very significant and can be part of the wider way in which we regenerate and improve our urban areas.
The planning system is key to creating the right sort of place. But that means the planning system has got to have the facility to understand and appreciate good design. So building some local design capability is, I think, hugely important.
I think the combination of a well-run planning process and the right degree of local engagement, trying to move away from the restrictive attitude towards planning to a more permissive attitude, is part of it.
Critically, design needs to be sort of front and centre of those planning decisions, to really think about the urban design of the place, respecting where it's coming from, but thinking about how that could be changed and improved for the future.
So, well-designed places and spaces are good for businesses and good for those who live and work in them. But what can the government do to encourage good design in local planning?
They've got an important role to play in encouraging people to want better. Government itself is also a major developer, and it should be setting the highest standards for its own developments and for the way in which it manages and looks after the public estate.
You absolutely can legislate for good design, and you can also legislate in terms of the planning process, in terms of empowering communities and helping residents in places understand that, that they too can take part in it.
There's plenty of room for improvement. I mean, the good news is that we've certainly got the talent to do it.
Central government should establish that design is important. Local government should work out how you set the structure for actually making it happen. Communities should be able to look at it and deal with it at their level. So there's a role for everybody.